Good morning. I'm out by this tank that I know has water in it. I mean, it's been a really dry year. I pulled around the corner and there's elk, coues deer, and mule deer all right there by the tank. I didn't see any bucks. The coues deer ran fast. Elk were still there, just some cows and a little mule deer though. But we're just gonna hike around this area and see. It's been so dry. I figured if there's water down this lower country, there will be animals around it. Now the map shows another tank right up here. We'll go see if there's any water, and it's called the spruce tank. It's dry like I thought it would be. But that other tank farther down had a lot of water in it still. In a burn area. Big burn area, looking down into the blue that way. I was gonna move and change spots, but we'll just keep going in this spot. I don't know if I'm gonna have any luck. This is rough country. That's Indian Peak straight across from me. This is Cat Canyon, I think. I'll double check. I haven't been here in this canyon ever because it's so rough, except for once. And I'll show you that in just a minute. I almost turned around because I knew it was going to be rough and did something easier, but I started, so now I got to finish, I guess. Hopefully I can make it out. So years ago, my brother-in-law and his friend shot a bull right down there. And I see that strip of trees. I remember that strip of trees. They called me and I helped them pack it out. Me and my son did. And that was rough, that's steep. And it was hard to pack it out. That's the only time I've been down in this area. And all I did was come grab meat and leave. I didn't explore it. So we're gonna explore it. That ridge right there is gonna be my best way out of here. Still not easy, but my best way. This is kind of the area I thought I might find something. And on the other side of this little knoll, I thought I might be able to glass or see some elk or deer. Hopefully I'm right. There's at least bulls hanging out in here. I just saw a bull and a buck run up over this hill. I already spooked them, so I doubt I'll find them again and get them on camera. But there's definitely, I was in the right area. They tend to like these sections of trees that are hard to get to, surrounded by burn. And that's what this is. I did get a look at a different buck that was in this little area too. It was a whitetail. And just as I was getting my camera on him, he ran. So I don't think I got any good picture of him. But we'll check when I get home. There might be something. He wasn't real big. A little whitetail. He stood there just long enough for me to get all my stuff out, and then he ran. Shit, on these side little benches. There's one. Finally. It's been a while. I was hoping to find more than one 5-point shed in this nice little area, but that's it. But we did see some bulls and found some bucks. I'd love to keep going, but I'm afraid I won't be able to get up if I go any farther down or switch sides. I just need to head back out. I'm not in shape like I should be. Sitting across this little canyon. And up I go. It's awfully far ways up. Here's another shed. Looks really, really old. No one's been in here in a long time. I can understand why. It's rough. Extremely so. There it is. Not even very big. And it's starting to turn pink. It's pretty old. This is a canyon I just crossed. I went up higher. It wasn't nearly this bad. But it got real bad real quick if you went down. I crossed way up there. Steep and rough though. It is so dry. It's way too dry for this time of year. Those who I didn't draw. A couple years ago it was really dry and everything broke. Hopefully it won't be like that again. Hopefully we get some spring rain. But there should be moisture or snow, or I'm on the north side of the hill here. Nothing. It's crazy. Hopefully they don't close down the forest. There's that little knoll I was on where I saw the bulls and the bucks. Then I dropped down into this little flat, nice little area. That's where I picked up the 2 sheds. I was going to go back up that ridge, which would have been the easiest way, but it's too late for that now. And this is Cat Creek. I think it's called Cat Canyon area. Indian Peak is right there. I was trying to avoid the locusts with the big spikes on it, but I ran into them anyways. They scratch you all up. That way might be the best, and go hit where those trees are. Usually there's no locusts where there's trees. There's another hard white. Or maybe a chalk. It looks like chalk actually. Right there. That's looking down in towards the blue. That's Milligan right there. And Falls Creek right there. Even though it never runs. I've seen it frozen over and run in spring, but not this spring. And there's that little wallow right there. I've done quite a few videos on Milligan Peak area. I love that area. There's always bulls in there and bucks, and I picked up a lot of sheds in the area. Absolutely love it. And back to the road. I'm parked on this road just farther up a little ways. During deer season, my son had a tag. We didn't find anything big. We did shoot one because my brother-in-law was hunting with us too. But this half-section tank was one of the only things with water in it. It's right over there. That's where a bunch of wildlife was this morning. And we see a bunch of mule deer, some whitetail, and some bulls that would come through here, right through here, to go hit that water. It still has water in it, even though it's so dry. And that's why there's cow, elk, mule deer, and coues deer all there. This morning when I drove by, about 9, it was late, and there's still stuff there. All right, let's hit the road, make it back to the truck. So I made it home, got to the road, made it home. It's, I don't know, Wednesday. So it was quite a few days ago I was on that hike. I'm gonna go up top. We have calves dropping. I'm gonna go check. There's been coyotes, lots of coyotes running around. So I just saw one down there in the field. I wanna make sure those calves are okay. And then I'll finish putting together this video and map it out for you. There's a little pile of antlers from that trip over by Indian Peak. None of them are great, hard white and chalk. There's Lupin chewing on an antler, little piece of an antler. And I should have brought my gun. There's 2 coyotes right there. I just saw one down in the field, and there's 2 more. There's another one. There's 3. Suckers are everywhere. I'm not a big coyote hunter. Now you can see him. I got a friend who loves to call him in, so he's coming this weekend to hunt. But, man, way too many. I don't know if it was a wet year, they had more pups or what, but way too many coyotes. There's one of the moms. I don't see the calf anywhere with this grass so tall. I don't know if I will find it because they bed him down. But hopefully it's okay. Hopefully the coyotes can't find it either. Here's some of my older calves that were late. My late calves last year. There's my other mama who just had a calf. I'm a little more worried about her. She's a heifer and she's over here by herself. I don't see the calf again, but they're hard to spot in this grass. We'll go walk out there just a little bit. A little more quick view. All of the view from up here. dry it is. It is almost March, but it's still February, and there's like no snow on Escadilla. It's terrible. Well, I can't find either one. Hopefully they're okay. I'll come look again tomorrow, and hopefully my friend shoots a bunch of coyotes this weekend. I'll go home and finish making that video and publish it. Parked. That was the dry tank right here. And that is Half Moon tank right there, and that always has water, and there's always lots of animals. I went over this little hill, went across the side here. That's that little knoll at the bottom. That strip of trees is right there. I didn't go that way though, but I kept going this way. Went down in here, explored down in this little area in that little knoll. Then I went back up right here. That's where I went back up. And then I just had to cross all this to get back to the truck and hit the road, and I was back. If you want to look at the big picture, that's it. Let's bring this Indian Peak, Alpine up here to the north. Loose Ranch right there below me. This area around Milligan Peak, good area, and I've done a lot of videos on it, so you can watch it.